As a starting point, I would like to say that we are in a very peculiar time in the history of Israel. And unfortunately, I tend to say that today the government of Israel doesn't represent the vast majority of Israelis, because the vast majority in Israel wants to free all the hostages at once and now. The vast majority in Israel wants to end the war immediately. The vast majority in Israel ask for a national inquiry committee at once. The vast majority wants a new draft law that encompasses all young citizens of Israel. The vast majority wants new elections as soon as possible. And the vast majority of Israel wants to keep Israel as the homeland of the Jewish people, and at the same time, free, egalitarian, and democratic state. So we talk a lot about the crisis of democracies all over the world. Unfortunately, we are part of this tendency. So I'm here to represent the people who want to save the Israeli democracy, to represent the people who want to save Israel from a corrupted future, to save Israel from messianic-like and nationalistic and extremist vision of a very small faction from the Israeli society. So that's the reason why we gather here today. I would like to say a few words about the security situation from a professional perspective as well as from a political perspective. I think we should end the war as soon as possible. And we won't be able, and we have no intention to end the war without freeing all the hostages, the lives and the deaths. I believe that we can reach a hostages deal in a matter of days, but it depends on a very clear conditions, and that's end of the war, a constant ceasefire, and the principle of evacuating all our troops from the Gaza Strip, and at the same time freeing all the hostages. I believe that by ending the war and freeing the hostages, we will be able to build an alternative to Hamas inside the Gaza Strip. And we should work with the region in order to build this alternative. With the moderate Sunni countries, like the United Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, Egypt and Jordan, in order to provide the Gazans an alternative to the extreme and violent regime of Hamas. It could be done. It must be done at once. I believe that upon this cooperation with other nations, we will be able to forge a regional alliance against the Iranian threat. I believe that by having this regional alliance, we will be able to get a massive American support, because by doing that, we will be able to stabilize the region in a very formidable manner. That's what Israel should do. That's the interest of Israel from a security perspective. I think that we are in a change of eras. The era of constant lying and self-delusion is vanishing. The era of decisiveness appears in the horizon. In the era of decisiveness, we will need to take the most important decisions concerning the destiny of Israel. The first one is, where are we heading? Annexation or separation? I think that annexation of more 3 to 5 million Palestinians is a disaster for Israel. And therefore, I support separation. I think that we will need to ask ourselves, where are we heading? Equality or inequality concerning the citizens of Israel? I believe that the only way to build a healthy society, a functioning society, we must emphasize the importance of equality. This is a very basic principle for any democracy in the world. I think that we must ask ourselves, where are we heading concerning the ultra-Orthodox society in Israel? Integration or isolation? Again, only by integration we will be able to build a healthy society. Of course, a very important issue concerning that is the draft law. And the importance of this new draft law is quite visible in time of war. The fourth issue is, where we're heading: a strong liberal democracy or a kind of authoritarian messianic state. Of course, I support strong liberal democracy. And the fifth issue is the role of Israel in the Jewish world. How we will be able to remain a homeland for the Jewish people, for all the Jewish people, or the homeland of just Israelis. I think that this nation has a role, and we must remain the homeland of all the Jewish people, and therefore we must remain liberal democracy. Otherwise, we put a barrier between us and the rest of the Jewish world. So, in the era of decisiveness, we won't be able to escape the most important decisions concerning our destiny, our future. And you are here, as far as I understand. Most of you live here for quite a long and speak Hebrew quite fluently. And therefore, I think that this is something we all need to understand. In the era of decisiveness, we must to take the most important decisions concerning the destiny of Israel, and I'm here to lead the rational Zionist camp that will be able to determine the security and prosperity of Israel from here and, deep into the future. Thank you.